Hey. Let me tell you how the evil and the devil try to come at you, right? But you just gotta know and don't worry about stuff. Don't let stuff get to you, you know. But I'm up here seeing my mom in the hospital. The doctor called me like, Baba, come see her. Her heart rate went up, all this crap, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm on the way up there anyway. So I get up there. The doctor, they always come with 3, 4, 5 people. I'm like, okay. Last time I talked to the man doctor, it was 10 of them. Come on, y'all. Damn, all y'all got to talk to me? But anyway, they come in there and say, I said, matter of fact, let's come out of here. I said, I don't want her here when we talking about it, because what y'all saying is just, I'd have heard it a million times. You said this 3 months ago. It's nothing we could do. I said, okay, well, whatever. I wasn't expecting you to do nothing. You said that 3 months ago. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, they come. I said, well, let's get out of here. Went out the room, right? Went to the hallway. They was trying to go. I said, we ain't got to go in that room. We just stand in this hallway. You know, one girl so evil. She just looking. You can tell. I can feel all the evilness in them. They evil. Okay, they got through saying, I said, well, look, if this is all you got to say, I said, anything else you got to say? I said, you sure that's all you got to say? Or you can't feed or you can't do this or whatever, blah, 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 blah. I said, that's all you got to say. I said, that's it? I said, because I done heard it. I said, that's it? Yeah, I said, okay, thank you. And I just walked off when I said, I'd rather spend time with my mom versus out here talking to y'all with some y'all keep saying the same thing. I don't want to hear it. Okay? They get mad. They didn't say nothing. They just got mad because I walked off from them. You know. Oh, no, hear me. I said, no, you going to hear me. They got mad. You know. Okay, peep game. They got mad. I went in the room, started chilling. I said, yeah. I said, I was talking loud. I ain't made no threats. Don't do that at all. I know. Come on. I said, yeah. I said, y'all don't do for my mom. I said, the Creator ain't going to do for y'all. I said, I ain't worried about that. I said, don't do for her saying you ain't going to feed her or you ain't going to do this or you ain't going to do that. I said, the Creator ain't going to do for y'all. I said, so I ain't worried about that. I said, whether you on the Creator side or not. I said, you play with my mom, you going to get played with. I said, because you messing with a chosen one right now. And I said, you on some grounds you don't want to be playing on. I said, because I don't play by my mom, and the Creator don't play by me nor my mom. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? Alright. But they didn't call the security, which security was up there when they came the first time. But anyway, they called security coming in, hey, you in here making threats, blah, blah. I said, I made a threat. I said, man, stop. It was the lady. I said, please stop. I said, ain't nobody made no threat. I said, because I said the Creator, if you don't do for my mom, the Creator ain't going to do for y'all. I said, if you think that's a threat, then it's a threat. I said, because that's real. I said, karmic energy is real. The nurse is on 3rd floor at Brookwood. The doctor and nurse is on 3rd floor at Brookwood. You know? Yeah. Not all of them. Some of them are alright. I can name the ones that's alright. But the majority of them full of shit. I'm being honest. They evil. They are very evil. Yeah. CCU, IU, whatever it is. They evil. You know? But hey, you got to pay for what you do for that evil activity or evil mentality that you have. It ain't on me. You ain't hurting me. You hurting yourself. Because when you find out you've been messing with a chosen one, and I said, I'm chosen, y'all. I'm trying to warn y'all. I said, don't play with me. I said, because you getting into some stuff that you don't. I said, don't play with my mom. You know, they want to try to play with me and push me where I can't see her. They told me I can't even come see her no more. You're banned from. I said banned. I said, how the hell I'm banned? I said, I left when you said leave. I'm banned now. Well, nah, but they just got some problems. I said, what? I said, okay, don't worry about it. I handle it. I said, I handle it. If that ain't evil, I don't know what evil is. But it don't control me. It don't run me. It don't make me, oh man, I'm kind of, I ain't upset, but I'm active now. I'm like, you know, I'm ready. I'm active. I ain't upset, but this stuff finna come on them. They don't have a clue. They just set themselves up for total destruction. And I'm so serious. But they will find out. Everybody play their part in life. You could either be good or you could be bad. Everybody play their part. And when you be bad, that's what you're going to receive. You want to be evil, that's what you're going to receive back to you. You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing wrong, but hey, if y'all don't do for my mama, and you saying you ain't going to feed her no more because this, you ain't going to do this no more because this, I ain't doing that no more. I said, okay, don't do for my mom. The Creator ain't going to do for y'all. I said, and that's on everything. I said, you going to see how powerful I am. I said, because the Creator love me. I said, for sure. He love me, he love my mom. For sure. Alright. Think of the game. Think of the game. They're going to find out. On everything they're going to find out. And I ain't, like I said, I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, but that's just karmic energy. That's just how it flows. If you dish it, especially when you dealing with somebody, man, get out of here. You messing with a chosen one, and they obedient to the Creator. They obedient. Man, stop it. They all for the Creator and obedient and in tune and line and vibration, and you messing with the chosen one, and you think you gonna be okay? Man, stop. And if you think that's a threat because I said that, man, you stupid. Because, man, please, I ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. I ain't got to. I ain't got to do nothing. I got angels. I got, man, stop. I got all kind of ancestors around me. I got so many angels and ancestors around me, it's pitiful. About to worry about none of that. They gonna get what they supposed to get. Because you don't play and do stuff because you mad or hey, what he said. I don't care if you agree with it or not. Go on about your business. Because you just said a whole bunch of stuff I don't agree with. So God left on, went by my business. All right, you said enough. I'm done. That's all? Okay, well, all right. Y'all have a good one. I don't want to hear no more of that shit. You ain't saying nothing to me that's worth make sense for me to even listen. Come on. Shoot. Make it make sense. Folk retarded, man. I don't have time for that. But like I say, they'll find out. They're going to find out. They're going to find out. They're going to find out. Because this is real. They're going to find out. They're going to find out. Wish them the best. They're going to find out the hard way how this karmic energy is real. And you don't play with the chosen one. You don't even mess around with them. Don't be doing nothing like that. Because you setting yourself up for nothing. Nothing. You setting yourself up for nothing. Basically. But I just wanted to let y'all know that, you know, how the evil try to come at you, and because you be in your good vibes and feeling good, and try to come at you to always, you know, just, okay. You know who you are, you know who in control, don't even sweat it. Because it's going to get handled, and they going to get handled. Don't even worry about it. Don't wish nothing bad on them. What come to them, going to come to them. And it ain't going to be good. So don't even wish nothing bad on them. I ain't worried about it, but they gonna get theirs. Because they wrong. They wrong. And you messing with a chosen one who's obedient to the Creator, who's all essence, everything is all in the universe, in the world, all for love. And you think you finna get away with that? You really think you finna get away with that? Stop it. You fooling yourself. But you gonna find out the hard way. That's all I'm saying. But hey, just want to let you know, if anybody out there like that, be careful who you playing with. Be careful who you speak on, bad on. Be careful who you try to do stuff like that too, to make like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, make him not be able to come here no more. You ain't heard me. I want to see my mom, but you ain't heard me. I'm gonna handle that Monday. But you ain't hurting me. You hurting yourself, because the stuff that's gonna come to you after you didn't think you did something to me, the chosen one. Man, please. Man, please. And it gonna come, like I said, when it hit them too, my face gonna pop up in their head. Bam. This is what is happening right here. Bam. Yeah, you remember you did this and tried to do this, talk about this dude and get him put out there for he's trying to see his mom. Y'all, you up here mad because of what he's saying? Boom. See my face. Boom. Pop up in the head. Yeah. Watch what I tell you. I know. Because my words are strong. And I said, okay, y'all keep playing. I said, you're going to find out how powerful my words are. For real. Because my words are powerful. And I know this and I see this. I'm not lying. My words are powerful. If I say it, it's pretty much going to happen. For real. And I'm not lying. I don't speak bad on nobody, but they gonna see the Creator gonna. I just know how it works. You don't do stuff like that to people and think my life good. Nah, you don't do anything bad to people and think your life gonna be okay. No, it don't work like that. It's stuff you have to deal with. That's that energy that you pushed out. You gonna receive it back. So I don't push out nothing but good energy. But they gonna get theirs. I ain't even worried. Like I said, I ain't wishing nothing bad on them, but they gonna get theirs. And I can't control that. But they gonna find out how powerful my words is, because I sure said that. They gonna get theirs. And I'm not lying. Because I ain't did nothing to them for them to do that. If you ain't like what I said, you could just say, sir, could you quiet it down? You're being loud for the patients or whatever. Or whatever, turn that down. Like if it was like you go in there and play with music, not music, but a little healing stuff for my mom to listen to. They ain't never said turn that down. What if I was too loud? Turn that down, it's too loud, whatever. They just come in with some bull because they mad because of what I'm saying. If it touched you like that, then it touched you. If it touched you like that when you got mad, just believe it gonna touch you when the action come to it from what you did, and it's coming back to you. Believe how that gonna feel too. If you got mad and felt that enough to get mad, you gonna feel it when it come hit your ass. For real. So, I ain't worried about it. But hey, be careful how you treat folks out there. And them folks at Brookwood, alright. I ain't gotta threaten y'all. Never would threaten nobody. I'm all for love. But y'all gonna find out how the Creator works, since y'all don't know the Creator. Since you don't know God, you don't know Creator, you're not familiar with Him and how He works and how the universe works and how this karmic energy come right back to you that you pushing out, lying, saying I threaten y'all. Really? Well, if you think that's a threat, wait till you see the threat the Creator finna put on you. Thank you. Because I ain't threatening nobody by saying don't do for my mama. The Creator ain't gonna do for you. That's not a threat. That's the truth. Thank you. But hey, y'all have a great one. Hold it down. I'm going to come back at y'all in a minute, running this Publix and give me some cookies. These folk around here, man, I said I'm chosen, baby. Y'all just don't know. You're going to find out how powerful I am, because when this stuff come back on them, they going to say, he said it. I'm telling you, y'all, I've been finding out everything. It already been like that. Like, I could say something, it happens. Like, I'm so serious, but they're going to get theirs. So, be careful what you say and how you lie on people, and especially when they ain't did nothing to you. You can't make nobody listen to you. You can't make nobody do nothing. You can't make nobody say this, say that. You can't make nobody do nothing. So when you feel like you got to go to be evil to make somebody go by how you want them to go, you messing up. So, have a good one. Learn, think, and grow. Till next time.